Well, hello and happy Tuesday and happy August 1st. Ooh, I love August. So, guys, how are you? I mean, it is the dog days of summer. They're here. They are here. Yeah, I love August. I've had a love affair with August since the day I was born because I am a Leo. So this is my birthday month. Not even like I don't celebrate a birthday week or a birthday in general. I celebrate the entire month. So I just think it's special. I don't know why, but I do. And I think it's important that we celebrate ourselves in some way, shape, or form, because the whole reason we're here is to live, to feel part of this earth and part of our own lives. And if we aren't going to celebrate us, who will? Who will? So what's your birthday month? What do you do for yourself? Do you celebrate? Do you have a good time? I'd love to hear from you. So tonight we have a lot on tap. What are we talking about? So August is going to be dedicated to spirit signs, how spirit talks to us, because I think this is a really important thing for all of us. And I've gotten this question from so many people, like, how do I know what the signs are? Or how do I know this is my father? Or what does it mean when I keep seeing a red cardinal? So I'm going to give you some great tips, and we're going to dedicate the entire month. So every Tuesday, we're going to talk about another portion of, what these signs are and how you can work with them. So tonight you can call in 646-891-5252, and we will take your live calls if you have a question about spirit signs, if you have a loved one you're trying to connect with, or some guidance that you're needing in your life. We would love to hear from you. So we actually have I had some emails from a couple different people that I will share with you in a little while, email questions, and we'll get to those in just a bit. So we have our the phone's ringing. Is that here?
That's it's our 7 o'clock telemarketer calling on the home phone.
Oh, nice.
And I didn't take the battery out.
You forgot. There you go. So Casey, have you been doing your journaling? We kind of talked a little bit about that last week. I'm wondering how you're doing.
No, because I blew by it. I didn't want it to stop me, so I've been reading and meditating.
Oh, that's right. You were hung up.
I'm going to try to come back to it after I get through the book a little bit. I'm in the chakras right now.
Okay. Do you have any questions on those?
Well, the tones you were talking about in there, about emitting tones.
Yes.
Maybe you could talk a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Did you?
Because I didn't understand. I'm very non-musical, so I was actually thinking about going on the computer and trying to listen to a tone and see.
Well, if tone, right? If you read the definitions in the beginning of the book, what my definition of tone is, like, because it's a little different than just tone of like volume.
Right.
So how the tone of how spirit will come through. It's an energy. It's an energetic thing. The tone of your chakras will have an energy, and it emits that tone. So you can kind of tune into it. So as a healer, you can work with that one energy at a time to balance and help ease some of the suffering in somebody's life in one chakra at a time, to help reinforce and bring them back into their own body. So that's what tone means. Spirit can speak in tone to us as well. Lower vibrational forms will come through on that psychic level, which is that earth level, and that has a little different tone than the angels. The angels will come through in a higher vibrational tone, much lighter, more love, where the ones that are stuck or here, or it's a little lower or dark energy, has a flat tone. And that was one of the questions that somebody had asked, actually. So that's just good that we'll be getting to Trisha's questions about those negative forces or blocks, because that is a tone that can feel really flat, dull, and keep us from moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. We're also going to be talking about, I'll give you some clear steps in like getting to know what these signs are and why they're coming to you. We're going to talk a little bit about our health. Our healthy food, or healthy, is it a food? Yeah, it is. What did we say that was? It's not like, I share one food item or something.
Our health tip.
Yeah, the health tip. There it
Yes.
is. I was like, what is? What?
Well, I can't. We had to call it the nutrition tip.
Nutrition tips. Yeah, we're not really formal over here. We don't have our guideline of what we're exactly calling it. But I do have a great nutrition tips for you guys, and I have also some upcoming events at In Spirit, including the live taping show we're going to do for Angels Don't Lie. And so if you're in the area on August 12th and you would like to be part of our studio audience and have a live reading, we would love for you to do that. And it is free. You don't have to do anything but get your ticket at inspirithealingstudio.com. And it's right under the events pages. So you can go right over there and hook yourself up. And do plan to be there. I believe we're starting at 2, and I think we're going to go at least till 4 because we're going to do 2 different kind of tapings. So we're pretty excited about that. Casey and I, we haven't had the whole conversation of how we're going to run that, but he's got the...
Yeah, I need to come over and do a practice run.
Yeah, we will definitely do that. So anyways, there is a limited amount of tickets there. So if you want in, I know there's some left, so you better scooch on over and get that done. I also have a really amazing fundraiser coming up that KJ so graciously said that she would join and help me with. So that's September 16th, and that's for Team Caltech, and they are raising money for the Vanishing Matter Foundation. So we will be doing this right at In Spirit. I've donated my time, I've donated the space, and we'll be doing, she's calling it Laughs and Loved Ones. Yes, Laughs and Loved Ones. So we'll do a little comedy, and then we'll do some readings, and we'll have a nice, lovely evening together. So you can get tickets. Right now, I haven't emailed my information out to get your tickets, but it's on Facebook. It's on my Facebook page. It's on the Jeannie Street business page. I think I also put it in the Angels Don't Lie group. So if you're in the group, you can definitely get that. And if you haven't joined the Angels Don't Lie Facebook group, you're going to want to get in there because we're having so much fun in there. People are sharing their stories, and we're just holding each other up. It's a great place. Yeah. So boom. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm like, I go so fast, I have to slow myself down, right?
Reel it back just a little bit.
I know it. All right, so let's talk a little bit. I'm trying to decide where to start.
I say start with the nutrition tip.
That's where you want to go?
Yes.
You want to write it down. He's got his pen in hand. He's ready to journal. All right, fine. We'll start with the nutrition tip. So my tip for you tonight is hemp. So I love hemp powder, hemp seeds, hulled hemp shells. Hemp is an amazing food source, and it's a superfood because it's high in omegas 6 and 3s. It also is high in 9 of the essential amino acids that our body doesn't make on its own, that we actually have to get from food source that's hard to get. So it's perfect place to get it is in hemp. It's perfect for the heart health. It actually has a lot of zinc, B1, B2, magnesium. It improves digestion. It balances hormones. So with all that, it also, being heart healthy means it lowers blood pressure and can work with ADHD as well. So I'm not positive. I didn't look up that how it connects to ADHD, but I would assume because it has all the omegas and it's healthy brain food, that's why it would help with that. Also benefits with diabetes, heart disease, works with PMS ladies, works with breast pain as well, arthritis and joint pain. So amazing food, hemp. And let me tell you how I use it. There's a couple ways you can get hemp into your diet. One, you can use a hemp powder, and you can add that into your shake or your smoothie. And so you're going to get a lot of protein from that as well, because hemp is a little high in protein. It's not a very high protein like spirulina is. Spirulina is a really high food protein, but it does have protein, and it will help you feel full. So it actually can aid in weight loss as well. So it's great. So I use about between a teaspoon to a tablespoon of that hemp powder in my shake. I also buy the shelled hemp hearts, and I'll use those in my cereal or sprinkle those on salads. There's just so many options with that. You can use, if you ever make like a raw cookie dough, like this called raw cacao balls, which has no animal protein or anything in it. They're really lovely. You can roll those right into the hemp as well. So there's a lot of ways you can get that hemp into your diet. They also sell hemp oil, which you can put on your arthritis pain, and it absorbs into the skin and will help to take that pain down, which is pretty incredible. Has some of this, hemp is very similar in that way to cannabis, but I don't think it has the feeling, stoned feeling, that feeling left in it when you use it.
I think there are don't they have some restrictions against it or no?
With hemp,
Yeah.
no.
Pretty much.
Right,
so
yep.
It must not have that.
Actually, we were
Can't think of that little chemical.
in Key West, and there's a whole shop selling hemp stuff because it is legal.
Okay.
Hemp is legal and everywhere.
That just wasn't hemp.
What's that?
That wasn't just hemp.
Yeah, it was. That place was all hemp. It was because marijuana is not legal in Florida, so that was all hemp. So you can bring that hemp in, and you can really raise up your amino acids and feel great and get your heart healthy. I'm smiling at my husband now. Get your heart, get your blood pressure good, right? It's all that good stuff. So it works on a great level. Yeah. All right. Whew, again, I'm going so fast.
Well, heart disease is the number one problem for people in the United States.
Yeah, we have that blood pressure thing going on in the family for sure. So, just trying to keep it under a good realm so you have, you're safe, right? You feel good. And we're at that age, we got to pay attention. We have it on both sides of our family. So we have to pay attention. And we're good. We eat well. We don't smoke. And, so we don't really exercise as much as we probably should. But we've been starting to go out for hikes, which is really good.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, so here we go. So let's talk about those signs. Let's talk about those messages that come from spirit that sometimes elude us because we don't pay attention. And why does this happen? Because we're going so fast. Just as I am speaking so fast right now. And I'm going to slow myself down. But it's true. And this is one of the things that really kind of stumped me up in the beginning was I just move so quickly that I would miss the signs that were right in front of my face. So I found the advice from the angels about quieting my mind and being still to be an amazing component, something that really helped me. So when we slow down, we can actually notice what's coming around us. You can notice, why those red cardinals are coming, or why the hawk is sitting and staring at you, or why you keep seeing the same numbers all the time. So that's the first thing. We slow ourselves down, we quiet our mind, and we're still. The next step is going to be Casey's favorite thing. We're going to write it down.
Journal.
Yeah. We're going to, and we don't have to call it journal because obviously you have an aversion to that word.
Right. Okay.
So
just writing.
We're going to write it down. And I like to keep a notebook in my pocketbook, a nice little one, because when I go out and I get signs or I'll feel like spirit is trying to send me a message, I have my notebook right there. So it's a nice little, wallet-sized kind of pad. So I definitely recommend you keep something near you so you can write it down, because if it's coming to you, there's a meaning for it. So if you start with being still, and even if you're not understanding it, you're writing it down. And by writing it down, we give it energy. So that's an important thing. So that's number 2. Number 3 is we take time to connect to the divine, to God. We're still, we've written it down, and now we're going to sit with God. We're going to sit in prayer. We're just going to ask. We're going to be very open for the energy to flow through us. And by doing that, we're inviting the message to become clear. We're actually inviting it to kind of tell the story of what's going on, which is really what we all want. And then we surrender any worries or fears about what we're holding on to by not seeing what the truth of this message is. Because not all messages are going to be what we want to hear, right? So if we're maybe on the wrong track, if we're not taking care of ourselves the right way, if we're involved in the wrong behavior, well, Spirit's going to say, hey, let's clean up your act. There's some things you can do, right? There's some accountability. You have to take accountability, you have to slow down, and you have to be still, and then you have to just go forward instead of backwards. You make new decisions. So we surrender our worries, and then the next thing we're going to do, number 5, is that we're going to be able to really be still and see that as we're writing, we can write even more. In this journal, we're going to write a little more, and we're going to ask, what does this sign mean for me? And we're going to put our impressions down. And here's where you're going to get really into it. You're going to use your senses. So you're going to be still. You're going to use your hearing. You're going to use your sight. You're going to use how you're feeling inside everything, what's around you. And notice, what does this mean for you? So yes, will loved ones come through with birds and cardinals? Yes, this is such a typical sign and so lovely. I've heard so many people say, oh, that's my dad or that's my grandma. Absolutely. And they'll sing a song and they'll just be there all the time. But cardinal can also bring another message because cardinals mate for life. And so if you're having a struggle in a relationship, they can come to you in that moment to say, hey, we're here too. Look at us. And there are times that the song's not so pretty, but we're hanging out, and maybe you can take some time to be still and hang out with your spouse. So other signs that are great that will come from Spirit can be numbers. This happens to me all the time. I'll see numeric patterns. The way I get information all the time is in that way. And I'll just take the angel. I love Doreen Virtue's angel number app. And in that app, you can just put in the numbers that you get, and it will tell you the meaning, which is really lovely. So you don't have to do all the work on your own. You can turn to some tools, which is amazing. So there is that app. It's just simply called Angel Numbers 101. So for instance, we're going to pull up 222 because this was a number that had been going around for a little bit. It says, trust everything is working out exactly as it's supposed to, with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. Well, that's a great message. And so you can take that message and feel like filled and be like, okay, now I can go. I can implement this. This sparks an intuition. Beautiful. So that's how that works. So colors can come to you. You can get a heightened feeling. So people can appear to you. Books, all of these things are important. And the best way to know them and to understand what their meaning is, again, is to write it down, to slow down, and to be in the moment. So you totally want to get your pen up and start writing, don't you?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. My friend Pat just texted me, and she goes, Casey doesn't like to journal, does she? And now she is. I'm so happy for you, Pat. Go, Pat. Yeah, she was, and Pat is such a wonderful, wonderful woman. I love her. And she struggled too. I mean, because we're human, right? We go through these times where we'll put our best good aside, or we'll have an adversity to it. So we'll just, I'm going to write. That's not important for me. We'll tell ourselves these things. And then all of a sudden we come back to it and it's like, yes, it is good for me. Yes, I better do this. So, I mean, I think it's human nature for us to kind of do that.
I did put a journal in my backpack.
You did?
So I'm getting closer.
Awesome.
I'm making steps, baby steps, but I'm getting closer.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it takes time it's almost like you have to be brave, right? Because you wonder who's going to read this stuff. Is that your thing? Do you feel like?
No, I don't know. I think it's just all about stopping and taking time.
Okay, so it's
like
just,
I got this to do and this to do, and I'll get to it later. And
okay,
I think that's just my block.
Yeah, I would love to know how you guys are doing your journal, or where do you find the time, or what is your block? send me a message or call in the show here, 646-891-5252, and email jeannie@jeanniestreet.com, because I would love to know your block so I can help you kind of move past them. And Casey, we talked about this, like if you could do it when you have your cup of coffee, before you go, and it takes 5 minutes.
Right.
It's 5 minutes. And then you'd be like, okay, there you have it. 5 minutes done. So either it's like the beginning of the day, how you start it. And that's usually my favorite time, because this is where I can set my intention. And it's multitasking for me too, because here's my prayer. I'm surrounding myself in God's white light, and I'm journaling. I do it like all in one, so I can, get it done.
That's a good idea. I could do that, because I'd have to do it like right before I come down in the morning and start, because I'm pretty much right out the door. So
yeah. So maybe you need to give yourself a little more time in the morning.
Gotcha.
You deserve that.
Exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
Because you're giving all your time to work, right?
Right.
But you don't give any time to you. That makes zero sense, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah. Why do we do that? Why don't we give us time?
Just a habit, I guess.
It's kind of backwards. And the Europeans do it so differently, right? They spend so much time with family and giving time off for, when children come. They honor that time, where we are just always going and going and going. So there has to be a little bit of a happy medium. We have to be able to find that time to honor not only ourselves, but then to honor our family. But we can't honor our family if we don't honor ourselves first. That's the thing. And we want them to love us and like us and feel like we're supporting them, but we're not even feeling supported ourselves.
Gotta look in that mirror.
Right. Oh, Pat made a really good point. I'm sorry, she's texting me. So funny. She said what really helped her was I told her that it didn't have to be full sentences. That made it easier for her, which is a true statement. So that's great. Thank you, Pat, for sharing. Because when we just jot it down, and if you are going in order and making your journal pretty, like you have to tell a story there, no, that's not what it is. I just want you to pour out your feelings like, hey, my foot hurts and I don't know why. And then move on to something else. And then, and then you can just write your prayer. You can literally I want to send my prayer and my love, for my family or for my friend. And so you're literally just writing anything down, or maybe a word as it comes to you. So it's just kind of getting out of you. And that's the most important thing. And it doesn't even have to make sense if it's just a bunch of words on the paper. It's just a release. Absolutely. Yeah. So I think that's the most important thing. And I explained this to my class, the Spiritual Healers class this past Thursday. An amazing group of girls who are dedicated to taking their journey a bit further by learning all these tools to living in their alignment, plus living connected to spirit using their gifts. And we all have gifts. It's just a matter of what we're intending to use them for and how we're going to use them. So anyways, that's what this class really is about. So we were talking about how there's so much information that's come at them in the past 6 weeks. And one of the girls was feeling really overwhelmed. She's like, I don't know which direction to go in. And there's so much here and there's so much there. And then the goddess book and then the, eating right. And so then she doesn't do anything because it seems a little too overwhelming. So we talked a little bit about what it means to be on this journey, to be on the goddess journey. We make a decision. We make a decision with ourselves that we want our life to be lived in the highest and best good. It's not a competition. It's not a race. And we're not going to be in judgment of ourselves or anybody else. So it's a solo thing, really, because it must be done solo. Because you're the only one that can do it. You can have a friend who's doing it inside of you because your friend can support you. But now we're going to do it for us. We're going to be in this moment. And so in this moment, there's these things that come to you. And if you slow down, you do these steps we talked about seeing the signs, then we do the same steps for moving in our alignment. We become accountable for our actions, for our thoughts, for the things we're choosing to do. We take time to be kind to ourselves. So if maybe we're on a weight loss journey, and so we are going to spend time to find the right foods to eat and shift our kitchen around. And we become accountable for that. And we also have to become accountable for the way we speak to ourselves on this journey, because, we all know diets don't really work, but lifestyle changes do. So on the goddess journey, when you're making those lifestyle changes and you're changing your diet to better meet the needs of your body and your energy, well, there is the beautiful moment, the miracle moment, right? We're accountable. And doing the work is a pain in the ass. Not going to lie. It is annoying, and people judge you, and your family doesn't understand, and you feel like maybe you're stupid and you shouldn't do it because nobody else does it. But I'll tell you what, when you stick with it, when you do it, when you pour your heart out in the paper and you realize that you've been holding those feelings deep within your body, well, you just gave it a release, and then you're able to heal, and you feel so much better and lighter. You don't even know that those things have been holding you back. You don't even know those pains of what you just poured on that paper are what keep you maybe eating the bad foods, the things that don't serve you. So by taking the time, by being accountable, by standing up in your own light and doing it for you, well, my friend, that is what you need to do. That is the success story right there. Not letting somebody talk you down, or not letting yourself talk you out of it. It's big stuff. Big. But it doesn't have to be hard. We just make it hard. We mess with our own minds. Like, oh, I got to go away. How can I eat like that if I'm going away? Or how can I journal if I got to go to work? Well, how do you go to work if you don't journal?
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. How do you survive on crap food? If you don't feed yourself, your organs aren't being fed, and then your health suffers. So how is that productive in any way, shape, or form? I don't understand that. But we do it to ourselves. We mind. I'm going to say the word. I'm not going to say it. You know what I'm going to say.
Thank you.
We mind twist ourselves. There, that's a good one.
Yeah, awesome.
And is that we get to be our most dangerous voice. We are our worst enemy. And so what do? We have to learn to quiet that voice, and we have to learn to self-love and find out who that Schmiko guy is. These are the first steps. First steps, right? There he is. Over there.
Right up there.
Freaking Schmiko.
We're beating him down.
Freaking Schmiko. So, and so, beautiful. Oh, June just texted. June looked up hemp. She said hemp doesn't have THC. The level is low, allowing it to be legal. It does have CBDS, which helps with pain, as weed also has, which is what I thought. Thank you. Oh, CBDs. I said, yeah, I thought I said that, but okay. So thank you, June. Thank you for that information. That does help us.
She texted me THC, and I thought she spelled the wrong.
Oh.
Sorry, June. I wasn't getting it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Everybody's texting here tonight.
Yeah, I knew there was one little ingredient missing out of the hemp.
Yes, exactly. Gina, I love you. Thank you for this. Gina writes, my journal only has one word in it.
It's a start, though, right?
Yes, Gina, it's a start. And Gina is the lovely, lovely gal, her and her sister Lisa, who are putting together the fundraiser that KJ and I are going to do for Vanishing Matter. So I'm hoping to get, Gina is trying to work to bring the mom from the Vanishing Matter Association to come on the radio show, hopefully next week. So Jeannie was a little nervous about maybe coming and talking, but I told her it would be no big deal. It's lots of fun. So we can just tell everybody what it's about and where they can get the tickets and how it's amazing. And if you can't come, you can still donate for sure, because it's an amazing foundation, and it'll pull at your heart for sure. So, what else do I have for you? So it's not just about so I did want to talk about, like, getting those signs from spirit, we all look for those signs, especially when we've lost a loved one. We want to know that they're safe. We want to know that they're with us. But then we try so hard that we don't recognize the signs that are in front of us. And that's a common. So, I mean, like, that's the most common thing. And so, again, you have to be easeful. You have to be really open. You have to be willing to participate in your healing, in your grief. So what does that mean, right? When we're stuck in grief, when we aren't allowing the crying to come out, when we're not allowing our feelings to come to the surface, and maybe we're even angry, or we're feeling guilty because this loved one is gone, those things block us. They become those things that stop love from getting where it needs to go. So that's the important thing when we want to connect. It's those blocks we have to heal, and we can't figure out what those blocks are until we stop, drop, and pray, until we're calm, quiet, and start writing this stuff down. So if we go over to Trish's question that she emailed me, which we touched on just a tiny bit because we talked about dark energy in the chakras and tones. And Trish was, she's going through a whole lot, and she definitely could use all of our prayers. So if you could send Trish a little prayer tonight, that would be wonderful. So she was in a relationship, struggling, and now the relationship seems to have taken time off. The gentleman, he's kind of like walked away, and in the best way that I think he could for her. But she's feeling really low, and she said she has negative thoughts and blocks, and she feels like a dark cloud. And that can happen. And she was told, she kept hearing the word patience, and I agreed with her. The angels were saying, like, to be still. And she still needed some healing because she had exited out of a painful relationship, still has her son living at home, which is a struggle. And that relationship isn't the healthiest. So sometimes when we aren't able to see those things that are right in front of us, to heal them, to take accountability, or to be responsible for healing those before we can welcome in a new relationship. Because we want the love to feel good, then we feel like we can move forward. But Spirit says, no, you can do this. You can be strong. So this dark energy, or this lower energy, it really comes from fear. It comes from being disconnected from love. So, Trish, your best response at this moment is to stop, drop, and pray, and to invite God into every area of your life, and to keep your faith, and keep your faith so strong, because patience is needed, and it's needed for your own well-being as well, so you can do the things that you need to do with your son in order to have a healthy relationship come forward in your life. So I hope that helps you. And I know that it's not easy to hear when your heart is broken and you're sad, or when, even if we've lost a loved one and our heart is broken and we're sad, to have patience and allow ourselves to grieve and feel is hard. It's definitely hard. And she's been hurt before with love. So it's keeping her heart open is not going to be the easy thing. It's going to be the challenge. But it's most important to keep those blocks and that dark energy, to keep that away, and just to have love keep coming forward. So the messages that we receive from Spirit, from angels, from our loved ones, they aren't just entertainment, right? They're not just for, it makes me feel good. They actually have healing to them. So they're miracle moments that happen. They offer us hope. They offer the body a release or a forgiveness sometimes when it's a difficult message that comes through. And it can actually be guidance that you weren't expecting to come. So these messages are meant for your well-being. They're meant for healing. They're meant for love. So when we look at it that way, we can see it's such a value. It's beyond what we can really imagine. If our loved one can come through and say, hey, I'm really sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry this happened in this lifetime. Or any other thing, like I miss you, I love you, or I'm sorry I had to leave so soon, or talking about, taking their own life. Well, we can get healing from that. We can let go of guilt, And so our life can move forward in a better direction, and we can do the work we needed to do. This is how, foundations get started with families that are struggling with their children being ill because they have the strength. They receive that guidance from the divine to be of service, to be help, to be the voice, to be the change, to be the love. So where can you be the love? Where can you be the love for yourself? You can do it by picking up the pen, writing in your journal.
Finishing the fan.
Yeah, right?
That's right. Get that fan going.
Exactly. Is that your dog out there barking like that?
No, it's a neighbor dog.
Oh, okay. There's some dog party out there. I saw turkeys today. I love when I see turkeys.
I like turkeys too.
Yeah. There's just something that just makes you smile when you see a turkey because they're so much fun. And so there's never just one usually, right? And so when my daughter Molly was little, we would see the turkeys and then you'd see a whole slew of them and be like, oh, it's the turkey convention. Look we didn't know it was a turkey convention. So today I got to see the turkey convention. And that's, a little sign, a little fun. It's working together in a group. It's getting a project done. And this is exactly what we were doing.
I heard some little chirps. Usually in the morning I hear little chirps out in the backyard of the turkeys passing through.
Yeah, you hear them?
Yep.
Are they talking to you?
Yep, they must be, yeah.
You're not even writing down, are you?
No.
You don't even really know that they're talking to you, do you?
Yeah, they are. They're probably saying journal chirp.
Oh my goodness, it's so funny. I want to hear your journal stories. I want to hear you pouring your heart out. And it doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be a whole story. It's a feeling. A feeling like, how does this show make you feel tonight? Write it down. Tell me. Or you don't tell me, but you can share it with me. I don't have to read your journal because that would be creepy. But, but we'd love to, get on Facebook. Tell us. We want to know. All right, so, there we go. You guys are quiet. You're not calling in. Nobody's got the questions here. 646-891-5252 is the phone number. Phones are live. You can call in and we can connect you with your loved ones. For sure. So, what else was I going to talk about? I think I talked about the whole show in the first half hour. Let's talk a little bit about the goddess you. Oh, I talked about this because I talked about the work included and why. Yeah, why is the work important? Why the work that's so annoying and being accountable. But the work is important for our well-being. So I won't talk about that again.
Well, let's talk about the root chakra a little bit.
We can do that. Because
is there a place to start if you want to? I'm reading about the chakras and the energy clearing, and is there a starting point or?
Well, I always like to start at the root, and so
that's how I was thinking.
Why would that make sense to you?
Well, that's where your energy is going to come through to start.
Yeah, right, and it's the root of anything, the root of a problem. The root. So we begin where we start, where we grow. So we grow from that root. We begin. All the things that happen to us in the beginning of our life are going to be in that root chakra. So if we've had trauma in our life at a young age, that root is going to speak of that. And so if you don't understand what chakras are, somebody got a question. If we don't know what the chakras are, they are energy centers that are in our body. And these energy centers omit our well-being, our health, our God connection. And so we give and receive energy from these centers. So this is what makes up the colors that you see around people. Some of you see colors. So if you see bright colors around somebody or you sense them, well, their chakras are in health. But if you see a lower color, muddied up color, then that area of the body is muddied up. So when we slow ourselves down and we pay attention as a healer, we can work on our own energy system. There's so many fun things that we can do to feel the energy of your own chakra center. So let's do one now because I think this would be fun. Get yourself comfortable and put your feet on the ground. And if you're sitting up, try to keep your spine really straight. And take a nice deep breath in and bring it all the way into your hips. And let it kind of marinate and stay in the hip area for a few minutes. Do several breaths deep all the way in and exhale out. And if you need to add a little force, that would be great because it really will open that up. So while we're in this area, I want you to take your hands in front of you, slightly rub your palms together just to feel the energy, feel the warmth. And when you feel the energy, just be nice and still. Your palms might be warm, tingly. And we've done this before where we pulled our hands apart and we felt the energy there. So when you feel that energy, now I want you to take your palms and I want you to put it on your lower abdomen, all the way down by your hips. So the root chakra is located at the base of your spine, so right in that pelvic area, but we can feel it in the hip area. And if you want, if you can reach to your lower back, you can put one of your hands on your lower back and one on the front. And if it's not easy, that's fine. So take a nice deep breath in again. And imagine you are being able to sense everything about that root chakra in the palms of your hands. It's reading the energy. And just like you felt the energy between your hands, what does this energy feel like? Hopefully you have your journal by you. So you take a moment and we're just going to grab our pen and I want you to write down your first impression of what that energy feels like in your root chakra. Don't overthink this. I want you just to get that first word, breathe it, and write it down. You may keep your eyes closed if you want to grab your pen quick. You can open your eyes because we're going to go right back to that area. Now I want you to imagine what color this chakra is. What color is it vibrating at? And a healthy chakra is spinning, right? It's moving, so we can feel it. And so can you feel it? Write your word down and write your color down on your paper. Now we're going to take our attention to the soles of our feet. This is the lower root chakra. This is a connection to who you are in this life. So I want you to take a nice deep breath in and bring your attention all the way to the soles of your feet. You can feel the energies there in the soles of your feet, just like you do in your hands. And just with your internal eye, your third eye inside, I want you to see that energy center in the soles of your feet. What does it look like? Is it open? Can you feel the earth underneath your feet? Are you feeling disconnected or are you feeling connected? And what color are you seeing here? Take a moment and write those impressions down. What it feels like and what color you noticed. So now what I want you to do is go ahead and invite God into this chakra. Take a moment to invite love in. And by doing that, we're inviting a clearing. Ask love to just easily remove anything that's no longer needed. that your energy is balanced, that the root chakra at the base of your spine and within your feet are connected, open, and balanced with love. And now go ahead and jot down what your sensation, what your colors are. And we're going to get right back to what those mean in just a moment because we have a caller on the line. Hello, this is Jeannie.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, you're speaking with Mariah.
Mariah?
Yes.
Hi, honey, how are you?
I'm good.
You have a question for me tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have
I'm sorry, do I have?
any messages from the angels?
Do I have any messages from the angels for you?
Yeah,
How old are you, Mariah?
I'm 11.
Okay. Did you just have a birthday?
No.
When did you turn 11?
February 19, 2006.
Okay, because they were showing me the number 10. So that's why I was asking. Okay. They're saying that you're a very loving little girl. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And that you love animals. Do you have a gerbil? Or do you want a
No.
Do you want a gerbil? Like, what's with the gerbil? Was there a gerbil in school? They keep showing me a gerbil. Do you understand that?
No.
Okay. They just keep showing me you with animals, and I don't know why they're showing me you with a gerbil, but it's adorable. And you do like gymnastics, the cartwheels? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You're a little competitive, they're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're just showing me you're just such a lovely
Yes,
girl. And you like to have fun. And you're very kind to people.
I do.
And very generous with your heart. And you've seen angels before?
Yeah.
You have seen the angels?
No, but I want to.
I kind of feel like you have in the past when you were little, and maybe you've just forgotten. Would that make sense?
Okay.
Do you draw them? Do you draw pictures of colors?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're showing me. Do you have any other questions tonight, honey?
No.
No? Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you too.
All right, sweetie. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
How sweet is she? How sweet. Oh, my goodness. My heart.
That was nice.
What a little love. I love when they show me little earth angels like Mariah. Like, yeah, she's very sweet, very genuine. All right, so let's go back to our chakras and your descriptions. And I hope that you were able to write them down. And so the root chakra is red. That's the color that it emits when it's healthy. It's a high vibrational red energy. And so in the soles of our feet, that energy feels a little different for me. It's not as bright red as the base of the spine. It's more of a white connection because it feels more divine to me. So when we're standing in our soul self, when we're standing in our place here on earth, I feel like that, for me, that's how it looks when I'm working on people. It's a bright white. So that lower root is bright white, and then the root chakra is red. So if you got an orange color, it just means that you need a little more love, you need a little more balance. And if you have maybe a shaky energy there, doing a little yoga poses to be nice and straight. One called mountain pose, which you're standing straight up and you're all in alignment and your feet are grounded and really like your toes are spread and you're holding on, and you bring your arms up straight over your head in prayer pose. So this is a beautiful pose for alignment. It's a beautiful pose for being in our body. It's a great way to balance each of the chakras, especially that root chakra, because we own who we are and where we are in this place in the earth. So what did you get?
Well, my first word was hot.
Oh, okay.
It just felt like a lot of energy.
Yep.
But the color seemed to be like white.
Okay.
White and like kind of leaning almost towards green too. I don't know why that seemed to like be going back and forth.
That's okay. Yep. Beautiful. Brian, what you were doing this too. Did you get a color?
Purple.
You got purple? So I think for me, colors are, as long as they're bright, there is no right and there is no wrong. But if they seem dull, or if they seem like they're shaky, or they're not confident, that's a word, then you're going to want to do a little work. And you're going to want to make sure that it's nice and clear and open. So like I said, the chakras are taught in many different ways. So different religions will teach these connections, and so they can have different colors and different meanings to different people. The overall way that they're taught is the base of the spine, the root, is a red. And then you move up to the sacral, and that would be orange. And then you move up to the solar plexus, which is just below your rib cage. That's going to be yellow. The heart is known to be green. The throat is known to be a turquoise blue. The third eye, center of the forehead, is an indigo or sapphire blue. And the crown of the head is white, divine. But again, your own interpretations are fine. What you're feeling in that connection is fine. As long as they're nice and bright. The rainbow colors is what we're searching for here. Because if we study Christianity, or we know about divine or the Holy Spirit, we've seen the rainbow. We know those colors are the Holy Spirit. So we want to be nice and bright and in that alignment. So when we take the time, like you just did, to feel one chakra at a time, balance it, invite love in, well, whew, you've just moved up and you feel really great. So, right? You feel great?
I feel great.
Yeah. And you see how easy that little meditation was?
Yep.
So there's homework for you, right? You can move up to the sacral chakra. This is the one right below your belly button. So you guys, that's your homework. You can journal it. Breathe in, get to that space. He's rolling his eyes. Oh,
I'll do my first yoga pose tomorrow.
Okay. Yay.
That sounded like an easy one.
And
I think I can even handle
KJ
that
is
one.
going to take pictures so we can share it on Angels
All right, sounds good.
Don't Lie Facebook group. Awesome. Yeah, if you guys want to share some pictures or share your stories in the Angels Don't Lie group, we would love to hear them. Absolutely. This has been an amazing show. I love...
There's a big cardinal chirping out there at the bird feeder right now.
Oh, somebody wants to know. I'll look that up in a minute. Hold on. Somebody wanted to know the number 444. So the number 444, they're angels. They're everywhere around you. You are completely loved, supported, and guided by many heavenly beings, and you have nothing to fear. That's a great message. Now I'm going to look up to Cardinal. Hold on. So what I do for animals... Well, I'm not going to give you my secret yet because I'm going to do this next week for the show, for the whole show. Anyway, so... Cardinal says, listen to your inner voice. It says, a clear and insightful goal for yourself will be accomplished. Everything you are taking and asking for. Focus and set your intentions clearly in order to expedite matters. Alternatively, you must journal. Cardinal might also be letting you know that you should be your own first priority. Taking good care of yourself. Well, isn't that like the message we just talked about? So thank you, Cardinal. Thank
I've been
you.
seeing the Cardinal a lot.
Yeah.
Like staring at me. So.
One
And we
more.
have a caller.
And I got one more
Okay.
number too. Hold on, let me look up the 330. Hold on. 330. You and your life are filled with love of God and the Ascended Masters. Open your heart to receive this love and be nourished now. You got that, Pat? Okay. Let's take our caller. Hello, this is Jeannie.
Hi, Jeannie. It's me. It's Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
So what's a blue jay? You said cardinal. What's a blue jay?
I guess we're not doing this next week. I guess I'm doing it tonight. Hold on one second. I don't have all these memorized in my head. Wouldn't it be amazing if I did? Give me a second.
That's not really why I called, but I was listening while I was waiting. So I have three blue jays.
Resonates truth, faithfulness, solidarity, because they are vigilant to their tasks. They also keep the same mate for life. Another symbolic of endurance, patience, and loyalty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. Are you moving up this way? Did I hear that?
I don't know.
Rumor
I don't know
has
what
it?
I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm calling you to tell me what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. Because I was just getting like moving boxes and like, like a big change for you. But you're hesitating.
Well, that's
You're hesitating.
Yeah, for a really odd reason. I mean, it's my own. I'm hesitating because I had an agreement with somebody, and they broke that agreement, and then they came back to it, and now I have a different opportunity, and I feel like even though they betrayed me and they weren't loyal to me, if I do this on my own, then I'm betraying them, and then I'm going against my own word, and I don't do that. I don't.
Wow.
I give my word.
Yeah. You've complicated things, right? Because you have a guilt, right? And so the guilt for me is not the truth, right? You did put this person first. You did put the agreement first. And that was not what was done, right? So you did stand up to your end of the bargain.
Yeah, now I feel like they changed their mind. That if I go and do what I have to do, then I'm kind of reneging. But I guess I'm really not. The original bargain I was there for, I guess.
Right.
So I need to do what I have to do.
Well, you had to put your well-being first, and this is a big test for you because you have not done this in your life. This is a really big thing for you, and that's why it's so difficult because you put everybody else before you, and this is the dangerous situation that you get yourself in, where you're an enabler. So you enable the behavior, enable somebody else to walk on you, and that's why it doesn't feel good. That's why you're sick to your stomach. That's why everything feels like the sky is falling for you.
Yeah, I just don't.
But I don't feel like you need...
I have one day to make my decision.
Yeah, but I feel like you already know it. It's just making you sick and you're uncomfortable with it. But you have to put, like, it is time. And this show is all about putting you first, about in the right way. This is not about walking away and being nasty. This is about standing up and saying, there's a reason why you probably didn't do this, and I'm going to go with that. I've made a decision to do something different. And tell them, be honest.
I do. I have the perfect opportunity out of what.
Yeah, and I'm
drowning over here by myself without Michael. You know what I mean? It's
know. Not with grief.
Money wise, I mean.
It's not just with grief either. It's kind of all around. It's the loneliness. It's the isolation. That's what he's showing me.
Yeah, and I feel like.
And you have it like so. Here's what it is for me. Like that you have.
I don't have a lot of support down here. I don't have a lot of friends down here.
Right.
And this is one of my only ones, and I feel like
But you're going to put
If
that,
I-
you're putting that friend's need again before yours. Before yours. And this is what you did with Michael, and you've done it with every other person. So this is where it's a lesson for you, and a life lesson. And our life lessons are the hardest ones for us to pay attention to, because we want to avoid them like the plague. Because it
like the plague, yeah,
yeah, because it gives us turmoil. It causes us to be, feeling like we're going against our grain, like we're being mean, but you're not. By standing in your light and by speaking your truth, you're actually speaking love. By releasing this person in a lovely way, you're setting them free from misery and having this break up in a different way. This is
Well,
like,
it kind of helped me, Jeannie. I don't know. I'm just.
what is Michael's?
Where's my Michael?
Yeah, what's
Where
he?
is Michael?
He's showing me the car. What's going on with the car? The automobile? And why is he calling it an automobile?
I don't know, but that part of the reason of Michael's demise was he totaled my car,
Oh, okay. That's why he's bringing it up. Okay.
and I know he's sorry. That's what kind of turned him around.
And so this is where. Okay.
Once that happened, that's when Michael's whole will to change and go forward. I saw it. I saw a change in Michael
Okay.
around the same time.
He's
Does he see
he's
the
like
leak and the slingshot?
he's like doesn't even want to talk about the past. He's like, tell her what to do. Tell her like it's time to make the change. Like he's showing me like he wants to help you pack the boxes. Where you are is so lonely and you're so sad and you cry way too much, and that's the heartbreak. And you need to
I do
be
cry way too much. He
Yeah.
sees me. I know he does. He
like,
holds me every time.
Yeah, and like you need to be filled up. And how do we get filled up? It's not by isolation, but it's by like inviting our loved ones in. And where you are, there it's not the same type of loved ones. So
No.
yeah,
So he is here. I know he's here. I feel him.
and
I know what to do.
and it is like a gentleness. It's just like he's just saying like ask a prayer and be gentle and be kind and sincere, and that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. And this person will. I think you're not seeing the side of them that they will understand.
Yeah, I don't want to lose like pretty much all that I have. Not all that I have. It's not all that I have. But
No, I don't feel like you're going to do that if you exit in the right way. If you exit in like, oh, I'm not going to, it's just not your style to do that. But it's not your style to be putting you first either. So it's going to be different.
No.
It's going to be awkward.
Yeah.
He's saying just choose your words carefully. He's saying don't overtalk it. He said,
Yeah, him of all people saying don't overtalk.
he's like, don't overtalk it. Yeah.
Oh my God, I miss him. I so much miss him. Ugh, all right. You have to end your show.
Yeah, but we have another call on the line.
I'll call
So.
next week and I'll let you know what my decision is, GD. I have 24 hours.
Okay, honey. We'll send in your prayers.
All right,
We're
thank
sending
you,
your prayers.
Jeannie.
All right, have a good night, honey.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Case. Bye, Jean.
What are these callers after 8? Come on, guys. I love you. Hi, this is Jeannie. Who's on the phone? Who's on the line? Nobody. Oh, there you are.
Are you there?
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, hi. Yeah, it's Trish. Hi.
Hi, Trish. How are
I
you?
don't want to take up your time. Funny, I'm listening to the same woman I had heard before, and I totally get where she's coming from. That's crazy. Just calling to say hi. And what do I do about strengthening my root chakra? Because it's orange.
Well, that's not a bad thing. Do you feel like it's low?
I do, because of the situation, I think, at the moment. But no, I don't feel like it's completely low. And I do practice my yoga poses. And
Yeah, and then
actually, today was a good day. I mean, it's going to be what it's going to be. And I totally believe in the universe and the things that happen. I have
yeah.
no doubt about that. And patience. And
And then
all
doing,
that.
and then doing,
I get all that.
and then doing the work, Trish, right? Doing the work. Like, what is Spirit
Yeah.
asking of you? Yeah. That's,
Yeah, I think having and helping my son move on is going to be important for me,
Yes.
my psyche. It will help.
Right.
My daughter's fine. We went to dinner. We had a good time. It was good.
Good.
But with my son, yeah, it's going to be harder. And yeah, I don't know what my situation at the moment's going to hold. And for some reason, I'm still hearing the word patience
And faith. You know, it's your faith that.
and faith.
Yeah. It's faith. That, you know, there's reasons why we need time to evaluate and be still so we can get the work done, so we can welcome the relationship in. And that's where the patience comes in, you know, for sure.
Right. I don't understand the whole, like, needing to find out how something else will be first, if you understand what I'm saying.
Well, you're looking to see into the future, and that's a dangerous business, because right here and right now there is work for you to do, and by avoiding that work, it's causing you harm. It's causing you pain, and that's where the block is coming. So when we want to go forward and we want to know in the next step, God says, participate, hang out with me, welcome me in, I'll help you. And so there's our surrender.
And I do.
Yeah, there's our
But I
moment.
do.
Right. I don't doubt that you do. I'm just
don't.
saying that there's, you know, sometimes when we look at a situation and we do the why or what's next or am I gonna find love? And God, of course you're gonna have love. You're absolutely gonna have everything, but you need to do a little work first, right? There's things that we have to kind of complete.
Will this be anything with this man or no?
You know,
I feel a mixed signal from him. I feel like he's being honest, and I respect it completely. I get where he's coming from. I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah, and I told you how how the angels were showing me that he has trust issues. So him needing to be open and have somebody like have that love, he's unsure, but he hasn't had that. So,
and he said that to me. He did admit that to me on Sunday. And Sunday he had me over.
right.
He's like, I want to see you. And we paddleboarded, and it was fun, and I was good with that, and that's it. And he told me I need to see, I don't know about this woman that works for him in California or whatever. And, you know, he said, I don't know. I feel something, and I don't know, and I don't want to ignore it before I commit to something.
So
I just don't know.
right, and so there's your patience.
I've never felt this way. He said, I've never felt this way like I do with you. So, I don't know.
right. Well, my friend,
It's weird.
just take your time, do your work, and be patient, because if this is meant to evolve, because he's a lovely soul, he does have those feelings for you for sure. But will he be brave enough? I don't know, because there's that free will thing, right? There is that free will that we both have. Like,
Absolutely.
there's a contract
Absolutely.
our souls have with other souls. So this contract for you to do your work before maybe this relationship can work out, that makes sense to me. So that's where I would go. That's where I would stay. Not in the sadness, not in the okay, well,
No.
I just have to try to find another person to love me. No, do the work. So that if this is meant to be, it can be, because he's a high vibrational person.
Yeah, I think so too.
We have another caller.
Mm-hmm.
Trish, we have another
All
caller,
right.
my friend.
Yes.
We're going to keep
Thank
you in our
Jeannie.
prayers.
Yes.
Lots of love, honey.
Lots of love. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye now. Hello, this is Jeannie. Can you hear me? Hi.
Hi, Jeannie. It's Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. How are you?
I'm okay. I know it's way past the time, and I was waiting, but I just wanted to put out prayers, and I know it's a lot of listeners and people, and my mom's just suffering with some breathing issues and stuff in her health, and I just want to, I don't know what to do for her because she lives far away, and I wanted to at least call you and get on the air because I know that it just opens up and will give her some peace.
Absolutely.
And
We
hopefully be surrounded by some angels. And
can we guys have your
ironic? 'Cause
Can we have your mom's
Sorry.
first name so we can all send her prayers?
It's Nancy.
Nancy. So everybody's going to send Nancy some prayers tonight, and for you as well, to keep you lifted. It's hard to be away when your mom's not well.
Yeah, that's a little challenging.
Yeah.
So, but thank you. And I wanted just to call in because I won't see you until next week or 2 weeks from now.
Okay. Well, text me and let me know how she is, though.
Yes, thank you.
All right, honey.
It was a great show. All right, good night.
Thank you. All right. Bye, Cindy.
Bye.
Well, there we go. Boom. So, I love that Cindy called in to ask us to help her pray for her mom. She wasn't just looking for, a connection. She was looking for, love to be sent. And there's that work where we talked a little bit about earlier. It's not just about receiving the messages and what they do, but it is about the healing that comes from all of it. So when we participate in life and love and prayers, we become higher vibrational. So we pray for everybody that called in, our Mariah, our sweet girl, and Trish and Kathy and Cindy and her mom Nancy, that they all have love surrounding them. And our questions that came from Pat and Gina. Thank you so much for participating in the show tonight and sharing your information, and Casey. And yeah, we're gonna wrap it up because it's 8:15. So here we are. We will see you next week, same bat channel. This is Jeannie Street, and I am out of here. And I know what I know because angels don't lie. Have a great night, everybody.